Howdy everybody, my name is AustiBoss, and this is not going to be a usual video that I usually record. I usually record video games and stuff like that, but I think I'm going to take a break from that and just kind of sit down, you and me. I know this is a bit of a small channel, and I know I maybe don't have a lot of subscribers and stuff, and ever since I started this channel, I've always posted Let's Plays and gaming videos because I have a huge passion for video games and stuff, but the thing is I'm just a random guy just kind of recording videos and stuff, and I think I want to make this video a little bit different only because I want to sort of introduce myself. Now, a lot of my subscribers, well, not really a lot, but a decent little chunk of them are mostly just friends and family, either out of like a pity subscribe or something else like that. But there is at least, I'll say like two, maybe three, about two or three. Well, I don't know. I don't really have like 20 something friends. I don't know. Just there's at least more than one, or there's at least one person out there that doesn't fully know who I am, but subscribe because I've either caught their attention or kept them interested long enough. And I just want to make this video to, like I said, sort of introduce myself. So maybe the people who have been watching and some people that are new to the channel can kind of get a feel for the type of person I am and just the type of content I make. My actual name is Austin. I am 20 at the time of recording this. I work in and out of construction jobs. I am an electrical apprentice. I basically do electrical work for construction sites, small construction jobs, and stuff like that. I work for a local electrical company, so I'm more of a hands-on kind of guy. I'm originally from Florida. I have moved up north due to work and stuff, but yeah. Most of my life I've pretty much been exposed to video games my entire life. I'm not a completely sheltered person, but most of my life I've been kind of inside and indoors. I was never really a big person on talking to people outside of the house or out in the street. I was more of an antisocial type of person. I wasn't very outgoing and bubbly and loud type of person. I was more secluded. But for the recent years of working like industrial construction sites and stuff like that, you have to be more vocal, more outward going so you can get your point across or work well with other people or other companies. That, and since I started YouTube, I've been trying to grow myself a little better to be more of an extrovert, just to try to put myself out there, because doing YouTube, that's something you need to do. You need to be able to pass on your feelings and your type of personality to make the video a little more entertaining, but not just to be just an empty voice behind. There's no sense in really watching like a Let's Play if there's no commentary or something over it, unless you're just trying to watch the game, which I'm not necessarily trying to do. I'm trying to put my own input in the type of game, not that I'm trying to persuade somebody, but just to, I don't know, it's always interesting. I've had YouTube in my life pretty much my entire life. I've watched YouTube since I was at least in middle school when I first got access to the internet. But yeah, I've watched a lot of people. I've jumped around on YouTube from different genres, from motovloggers like Suburban Delinquent to Baker X Derek. I've jumped across to gaming for PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Moisquirm, Lord Minion 777, and just a bunch of other YouTubers and stuff like Tobuscus and stuff like that. And I've jumped around on YouTube a lot, and it's something that I've always been really passionate about, because I've always told myself, watching YouTube and watching Let's Players and watching motovloggers and stuff, is I want to join the YouTube community. Now, do I expect to make a job out of this and get super famous and make millions of dollars like apparently everybody else is that's really, really high up there and stuff, which I'm not sure is true or not, and quite honestly, I really don't care. This is something that I've been passionate about for a very, very long time in my life, and it's something I want to do. It's not something I expect to make money out of or expect to make a job, because honestly I have my own job now that can sometimes get in the way of recording videos and stuff, but I have my own job. I'm making my own living as a young adult, and I'm just kind of pushing through life how a normal person should. And I'm not going to try to make money off of YouTube. That's not necessarily my plans now. I don't really think I'm going to try to do it in the future. Not saying that I'm definitely never going to do it, because honestly, a little extra cash on the side is never really going to hurt. But do I have any plans in the future to make money off of YouTube? Not right now, but I guess I'm kind of open to it. But right now I'm just trying to build a community that I am proud of on my channel, and just trying to get myself more out on the internet, and doing something that I love and enjoy is just pretty much something that I'm trying to keep up with. Now some of you may ask, why do I want to be a Let's Player? It's just, like I said, my passion for video games is something that I've loved since I was a very small child. I didn't really touch up on the subject a little while ago, but I've been playing video games my entire life. I was very blessed with this. My father and my grandfather actually were very, very big avid gamers. They've owned everything from the Sega Genesis, PlayStations, stuff like that, everything. The original Atari, my grandfather and my father used to play when it first came out. So yeah, my grandfather has been a really, really big gamer, and then he passed it on to my father, buying him and my uncle video games and stuff like the Atari, the Sega Genesis, and stuff like that. And then I remember when I was very, very, very young, my father actually bought me a Game Boy, not even the Game Boy Color, the original big blocky wide Game Boy that you could with the see-through plastic. And I think that was my first handheld game ever. And I remember the games that were in it. I had a Pokemon game. I can't remember which one. It was so long ago, and I'm not a huge Pokemon fan, honestly. I mean, the Pokemon games are good. I just don't play them enough to really become a fan or know too much about them. But I remember having a Pokemon game and a Jackie Chan game. I remember the Jackie Chan game a lot because I used to play that a lot before I lost it. But yeah, my father would always buy games like the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2, and he would pass it on to me after he was done with it and move to the next system. So since I was a very, very small child, I've pretty much had video games in my life, and it's something that I've always been passionate about, and I don't think I could ever get bored with. And I used to sit down and play video games with a lot of my friends, and they used to tell me that I was a very vocal person and I was very funny to watch play video games with. And it's kind of something that's always stuck with me, and since I've watched Let's Players and stuff, it's something that seemed really interesting and something that I loved. So I thought, why not try to do it? I just had to wait for the time to have a job and have enough money to buy a computer that can even screen capture video games, or even have a computer that can play decent video games. In the future, I plan on getting a better computer so I can record more thorough games and do a lot of other things that I want to do. But right now I'm just stuck with what I have and build on what I can get. So there's a lot of games that I would like to record and would like to play, but I'm just limited to what I have. I'm currently trying to save up for a better computer. I have bills and another job and just life that I have to pay for. And like I said before, that can sometimes get in the way of recording videos and stuff like that. Especially a couple months ago, I was working nights, so I was waking up at 3 in the afternoon and working till about 2 to 4 in the morning, and then I would get home, and obviously I can't record because I'm just either too tired, and currently I live in an apartment complex, so that I could just bother a bunch of my neighbors and stuff. And so sometimes you might hear thumping and stomping sometimes in some of the recordings, but it's just I'm working with the best that I have. Do I plan on beefing up my setup and stuff? Yes, I do. I want to build this type of hobby that I have in my passion. I want to build it up to make it better. That's why in all of my videos and in my descriptions and stuff like that, if y'all have any recommendations or something like that, like helpful criticism, I'm completely open to that. Not just spouting out just nonsense and calling me stupid or retarded or something like that, or just something that's just mean and hateful. It's just not something that I'm going to take into consideration at all. But like I said, please tell me if my voice is annoying and you have an idea of how to make it a little better. That is perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. Have no problem in trying to make this something better and something more entertaining. I just hope that, I don't know, it's something that would be entertaining, and yeah, it's something I'm open to. But I do plan on doing something besides Let's Plays, like recording video games and playing video games and stuff like that. I I do plan to do more. That's not the only thing that my life is revolved around, is video games and recording video games. I do have a motorcycle license, and I do actually own a motorcycle. It is a 2012 Kawasaki Ninja 250. Now, I know some of the motorcycle guys or girls may say that a 250 is just weak and kind of babyish, and yes, it is. But before I got my motorcycle license, like a couple weeks before, I have never ridden a dirt bike. I've driven vehicles, I've driven stick shift and stuff like that, but I've never ridden anything with a clutch that wasn't a vehicle. And so I ended up actually buying a little 110 KLX dirt bike to try to get the hang of working a clutch and a gear shift and stuff like that on a bike. And so when I was saving up for a motorcycle, when I got my motorcycle license, the cheapest option was the 250. I do plan on upgrading it, trading it in, or something like that, but that's just what I have now. So, like I said before, sometime in the future, I don't know when, but I do hope to build up to do like moto vlogs or vlogging or something like that. Something interesting, something to kind of put my face out there and to give y'all an outside perspective of just video game recording or Let's Plays. It's something that I've always planned to do, and like I said, watching Suburban Delinquent and Big Eric Steric, I mean, they're not the ideal idol of moto vlogging, but just stuff that they do and stuff like that, it's really fun. I want to try to get my audience just outside, or just kind of bring them along in my life. And like I said, that's not just moto vlogging. I do plan on like maybe doing vlogs, I don't know, with like a GoPro, or just, I'm not going to buy a huge expensive camera and just walk around trying to vlog everybody in my town. But I don't know, just something to try to get an outside perspective, something new. And that's another thing I kind of want to touch up on. I don't know for my recording schedule or my posting schedule. Currently with my job, I have it posted at least, if I can't, a video every two weeks. So one video for one Saturday, then another video either 1 to 2 Saturdays after that. And if I have an excessive amount, I try not to starve y'all on videos and stuff like that. I try to do it maybe every week or every Saturday. So I will always post on a Saturday, or if I'm late due to something, it is on a Sunday. I try to stay as consistent as possible with my schedule, but sometimes life doesn't really give me that chance, and sometimes I am just horrible at posting videos, or I just wait till last second to edit and stuff like that. Now, yeah, I have plenty of my own flaws, and it is something I hope to work towards and stuff. And that's another thing, is just sometimes I tend to lose my drive for recording video games, only because just recording video games, like I said, video games is something that I am very big and passionate about, but it's not something I can constantly do without getting bored. I have a very, very small attention span. But it's something that I'm trying to work towards as well. But that's why I kind of want to shake it up and just do different things. And so, like I said, if y'all have any ideas on stuff that I could probably do different, that would be awesome. I could definitely take it in consideration and work with what I have. Like I said, no one's just going to be like, oh, you should start motovlogging. And then I'm just like, okay, I'm going to go dump like, I don't know, $600 in a GoPro or something. That's probably not how expensive they actually are. But yeah, stuff like that. I don't really have money to be thrown around like that, so I'll work with what I can and do with what I can. But yeah, it's kind of my future goals of the whole channel is to kind of improve on the channel, or improve just in myself and on the channel, try to make the channel better, try to make myself more approachable, more entertaining. And I hope y'all just understand that I'm not the most extroverted person, that I'm trying my best, and I'm just going with the flow, just learning on a curve. And I plan on doing stuff different besides just Let's Plays. There's plenty of other stuff I want to do. Motovlogging, vlogging, maybe some trips, maybe, I don't know, something else, maybe skits or something. I don't know. It's just, the whole world is my oyster, I guess you could say, even though I'm not a big fan of seafood, even though I'm from Florida. But yeah, is what it is. But yeah, so this was actually kind of fun. Like I said, I hope after this video y'all have a more understanding of the type of person I am, my future expectations, well, not really expectations, but goals that I want to try to get the channel towards. And hopefully I can try to look back on this video, or maybe y'all can just throw me back towards this video to try to realize these type of goals to make sure I'm going in the right direction. But yeah, I kind of enjoy this. It's kind of nice just sitting down and talking instead of trying to come up with commentary and stuff like that. But yeah. So, thank you everybody for watching. Well, more like listening, but thank you everybody for watching this video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and let me know if y'all want more of this, or just more sit down and talk with good old AustiBoss. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.